Hey guys, good morning. Guys, can you see my screen? Just type S in the chat box if you're able to see my screen so that we can get started. Great. Yeah, good morning everyone. So without any delay, let's begin. So yesterday I have given you an assignment. So how many of you people have felt that it's not so easy to create absolute XPath expression for such kind of button? Does it took some time for you? Yes or no? Guys, yesterday I gave you an assignment where I asked you guys to create an okay, create an absolute XPath expression, and that was not so easy, right? How many of you felt that it's difficult? Type difficult in the chat box. It took time or difficult. Just type difficult in the chat box. If it was difficult to or took some lot of efforts. Okay, it's not instantly you got that right. If you have done so, so yeah, it will definitely take time. That's correct. That's correct, guys. It's challenging and it will be definitely difficult. Intentionally I gave that, okay, so that you'll understand the pain point, okay, of creating an absolute XPath expression, okay, by yourself manually. But in real time, do you need to use you need to create absolute XPath expressions? Do you have to do it in real time? Yes or no? You took a lot of time. It was challenging. Just for learning purpose, it was okay for you. I gave the assignment so that you will learn it. But ultimately, do you use that in real time? That kind of absolute XPath expression for such kind of button to use in real time? No. But learning wise, the assignment is worthful, guys. I don't say that I gave the assignment so that you will understand one thing that for learning wise, you can confidently check yourself that I am now good at absolute XPath creation after doing that assignment. Okay. But it was challenging and difficult, but we don't use that in real time. So what going to do is I'm going to show you one tool. The name of the tool is what? Selectors Hub. Everyone type in the chat box, Selectors Hub. Okay. Yes, Renuka. It will definitely give you the confidence, right? Selectors Hub. Everyone type Selectors Hub in the chat box that we are going to use for creating or generating absolute XPath expressions. Even though we don't use absolute XPath expressions in real time, still I'm going to show you how to generate Selectors Hub, how to use Selectors Hub for generating such kind of absolute XPath expressions. Okay, fine. Okay, so I already have installed this Selectors Hub. I'll uninstall it. I'll show you it again, guys. Most of the people, some people already know about this, but I'll repeat that. Okay, I'll just remove this, uninstall this Selectors Hub from my machine first of all. Yeah, the number one tool we have. No, don't use Selectors Hub in real time. Have you used me while explaining the sessions? Very less cases I have went to Selectors Hub, but most of the things when I am automating the real live applications and all, I tend to use my own generated or created XPath expressions on CS selectors. Have you observed that in my previous sessions? I like limited number of times I generally go for Selectors Hub for the help, but most of the times I prefer creating my own XPath and CS selectors. But that is the main thing. That doesn't mean that you should not be using Selectors Hub. You can use Selectors Hub to save the time. Let's say very less time is there and you are already good with creating your own XPath expressions and CS selectors. Then just to save the time, because you can judge whatever the XPath expressions or CS selectors this particular Selectors Hub is generating. Okay, you can judge and use that. And also tomorrow we don't know whether the Selectors Hub will stay or not. You see, from my past history, if I see, there used to be fire path. Okay, there used to be something known as fire path. Then later came crow path. Then later came Selectors Hub. Things are changing, and in between crow path and Selectors Hub, it's okay. But after the fire path got expired and no more the browsers were actually supporting the fire path, it took a lot of time for the crow path to come. After the crow path, the Selectors Hub has come. Okay, this keep changing, guys. But selectors have been in a while for most of the times. Now it's there and it's continuously getting developed, and lot of support we are getting. But don't know in coming days, we don't know, guys. No one can expect. So we should not depend on the tools. And also in some companies, you cannot install add-ons by yourself, right? They will restrict a lot of add-ons in the browsers. So what do? Let's say you are working in a company and that company doesn't allow you to, as per their security regulations and all, they doesn't allow you to install selectors of add-on or plugin in your browser. Then what you have to do? You should have this knowledge of creating XPath expressions and CS selectors by yourself. That's the main intention, guys, for learning this. Okay. And also it will be a bit fast, guys. Okay. On the fly, you can create if you have the proper knowledge of XPath and CS selectors creation by your own. Okay. So anyhow, without any delay, let's go and use selector sub. So to use selector sub, guys, what I'll just close this and open again. First, I'll open the browser. First, I'll show you how to install selector sub if it is not there in your machine. Just type selector sub. Just this word you type, and in search results, you will get the selector sub website. And if you see the selector sub, right, they have lot of things, guys. It's not just selector sub only. You see, there is a paid course they are giving, okay? Free access to advanced XPath and selectors of paid course. If you are really mad about selectors of, then you can take this course. Otherwise, that's not really required, okay? When you want to use selectors up to the full extent, that course will be good, okay? Get free access to our sign up, okay? They're giving it for free, it seems, okay? Good news they are saying. Maybe you can use it if you want to learn it, okay? And yeah, next thing is that, whenever I teach something, I'll give you other direction also, guys, okay? I give you other direction also. You see, if you come to the selectors of website, they not only have the selectors of plugin or add-on, they have test case studio, testing daily, auto test data, test case hub, test selectors hub pro, test case studio pro, selectors hub hats, like that many products are there. Whenever you get time, just explore them, guys. They have the courses here to learn them maybe. Okay. You see testing daily free app for tester to get the testing feed. Watch on YouTube how to use. Watch on Udemy. Free XPath courses. Learn the basic XPath concepts. If you want to learn XPath from here, you can learn also. CS selectors concepts. Okay. I don't know who is giving this. Let me open up. Okay. I don't know. Some business account is coming. Chamicha. Okay. Fine. Okay, fine, that's good. So they are also okay, maybe tied up with some Selenium trainer who can provide Selenium automation training here. Then selectors, CSS selectors tutorials from basic to advanced. Like that, some courses are there, guys. Okay. They are planning some courses and some practice page is there. This will be useful for us. This practice page will be useful, okay, to practice XPath expressions. Will you see when you're exploring an application, just don't go blindly, right? Just take this. Maybe I'll give you this as an assignment. Can you guys do this as an assignment? Right after I explain XPath expressions, can you do this as an assignment? That will be great, na? Okay. I'll note down as part of my assignment here. Okay. Assignment. We got something where I'll also give my application also to as an assignment initially. So omaya.blogspot.com, where I already created a lot of elements like this. Okay. Each and every element you need to locate. Okay. So this will take this as an assignment. Okay. Yes, great. You see, whenever you explore application, take advantage of that, guys. Okay, that's what the funda I'm teaching you. Okay, take advantage of the stuff. So don't just go to the application and just see what they are using, how many products they are providing, practice space, and a lot of things. Okay, so yeah, there are some plans also. I don't know what the plans are, but resources, generative AI, bootcamp certification, ambassador program. I can be part of this actually. I can talk to them. Selectors of meetup. They conduct some meetups, guys. Very interesting meetups. You can join them for sure. Okay. Tutorials are there and all. Okay. So fine. It's a very good website, guys. They are doing a lot. You see, they're doing a lot. Lot of things, lot of activities. I definitely suggest you just from using their selectors of add-on. I recommend you guys to use Selector Sub website also and take some advantage of this. Okay. So just have a note of this. Okay. Have a note of this. And coming days, you just take advantage of that. Okay. For now, I'll just simply, you know, install this. Okay. A lot of things are going on, guys. You know, advertisements and webinars and a lot of things are going out. Just I clicked on the selector sub. For now, I'll just use selector sub. Okay. So then from here, click on install and you'll go to the selector sub, add to Chrome, add extension. So did it get added, guys? Add to Chrome, I said. Yeah, maybe it got added here. Yeah, it got added here. Just spin it so that you can see it here. Now close all the stuff. Once selectors have got installed, just close everything, guys. Close all the browser and open the browser again. Okay, now expand this. Already you got it here. Now let's go to the application for which you created an application for a particular element, right? For button 2, you created an absolute XPath expression, right? So right click on this, selector sub, okay, copy, ABS XPath. Okay, can you see it here, guys? Just give me a second, guys. Recording in progress. Okay, guys, fine. So here you see there is a button here. And I asked you guys to create an absolute XPath expression for this button, right? It took a lot of time and it was difficult and time taking challenging, right? So very simple way to find the absolute XPath expression for this button is right click on the button and go to selector sub and select copy ABS XPath and now paste it here. Now just using this right click option, you got this, right? Right, guys? Just by right click. How much effort you have kept? I'll just see the our discussion group here. Let's see, I'll paste that whatever the absolute XPath expression that selector sub has generated. Let's compare this, whatever you created, HTML. It just added some number 1, that's okay. Body of 1, instead of just keeping it idle, it's adding 1, that's okay. But div of 4, div of 2, div of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 div of 2s are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 div of 2s. After that again, div of 1 is there or div is there. Then somewhere aside is coming here. You see this one is okay. Maybe here it is I don't know. Here it is there aside. Aside after that div is there. Then div of 9 is there. Then div is there and button is there. Okay. Yeah, this looks good for me. There is some deviation here. I don't know. But here all these are correct. Aside should be there in between. You see it was easy to use selector sub. Guys, just type easy in the chat box. But you are not going to create absolute XPath expressions in real time, right? But using this selector sub is easy or not? It has just did this is on the fly, right? Did this particular thing on the fly. So what I'll do is I'll use that whatever the you see now I'll tell you one problem, guys, with absolute XPath expressions. This I have done when the button was on the right side of the page. When the button was on the right side of the page, I generated this absolute XPath expression for this particular button too. Okay. Now what I will do here is just give me a second. Yeah, don't worry. We are not going to use in real time, right? In organization, if you don't have the access to use it, I'm going to teach you how to create relative XPath expressions. You don't have to worry about absolute XPath expression. Just explanation purpose only I'm giving, okay? How it can generate on the fly, but you are not going to use in real time, so you don't have to worry, Krupal. Is that fine, Krupal? Absolute XPath expressions you are not going
Yes,
to use
sir.
in real time, only for knowledge purpose, right? But I just showing you how selectors can generate in faster way, okay?
Yeah.
But we don't use absolute XPath. We are going to focus more on the relative XPath expressions instead, okay? That you,
And
I'll teach
sometimes
you.
it takes the complex XPath rule.
Which one? Yes, selector sub, right?
Yeah, selector.
Not only selector sub is even better when compared to other tools. Other tools are like very, I'll show you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But we are not going to use
Okay.
selector sub until and unless, if it is going to save some time and, if the companies are allowing, then only we'll use it. Otherwise, we don't have to use, because in interviews, they may ask you the questions also, right?
Mm-hmm.
XPath expression for this particular element. They'll put a system
Yeah,
before you and ask you to create an XPath expression, okay? And live.
yeah.
Again, that will be challenging. They'll not give you selector sub tool, right? Everywhere there is a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So we are not going to use it in a manual way. We are not going to use selector sub anyhow. But there may be some situations where selector sub will save your time. Okay. So if there is access for you, if there is a possibility of saving the time, so you can use it. An additional thing. Okay. But I'm not enforcing selector sub for anyone. Okay. If you really need that, you can use it. Okay. If there's a possibility, use it. Okay. But otherwise, there are some ways. Anyhow, my intention here is the next part that I want to focus here. Just let me go through the notes where I just close the notes, right? So here, guys, as you can see, there's a problem with the absolute XPath expressions. That is the disadvantage I'm going to talk. What is the disadvantage? A small change happens on the UI. This absolute XPath expression will change or not. Let's say today what I'm doing is, let's say this is the application. On this application, let's say there is a button. You created an absolute XPath expression for this particular button when the button was on the left side of the page. Sorry, here I need to write the left side actually. Left side of the page. When the button was on the left side on the page, this was a absolute XPath expression of this button. Now, when you do a small change on this particular application where you have moved this button from the left side of the page simply to the right side of the page, will the absolute XPath expression will be same or different? After I move the button to the right side on the page, do you think it will be same or different? It will be different. It will not be same. So assume that I am the developer of this particular omaya.blogspot.com application because I created this web page. I have access to this web page. Okay. Let's say I'm the developer. Now I'll do some code changes. Assume that I'm doing some code changes. So from the background of the, where is this? From the background of the page, from the background of the page, I'm going to do some changes. Let's say I'm the developer. I did some code changes here. I moved the button from the left side and code changes for moving the button from the left side of the button to the right side of the page. Now, if I refresh this, no more this button will be there on the left side. Now the button is on which side? Button is on which side of the page? Right side of the page, right? Just tell me in the chat box, guys, where is the button is? On the right side now. Earlier it was on the left side. Now I'll again right click here and go to selectors hub and then copy absolute XPath. Copy absolute XPath and come back here. Now when the button is on the right side of the page, I did a small change on the page. Now I got this absolute XPath expression, HTML1, body1, div4, till here it is same, div2 same, div2 same, div2 same, div2 same, div2 same, div2 same, div of 1 same, div of 4 same. Here div2 is there, here what is there? It is same or different now? Here div2 is there, here div3 is there. Same or different? Different. That means, let's assume that yesterday I have written the automation script. Let's assume that yesterday I have written an automation script to click on this particular button. Today, if I run the automation script with the same old XPath expression when the button on the left side, today button has moved to the right side. Will the script will pass or fail? Will the script will pass or fail? With the old XPath expression. Fail. Is my automation script reliable now? With this absolute XPath expression, will my automation script reliable? Every time the absolute XPath expression is keeping changing for the small changes on the application, is my script reliable? No. Why it is not reliable? Because absolute XPath expressions are not reliable. Because of which my script will keep changing. I have to keep on modifying the script every time this absolute XPath expression for this particular button changes. So do you think that absolute XPath expressions are recommended? Recommended or not recommended? Type in the chat box. Because of this non-reliability, they are recommended or not recommended? It's a disadvantage, right? It's a disadvantage. For small changes, I don't want my locators to change. I'll keep on maintaining my scripts, updating my scripts. Okay, that's not a good thing, guys. It's not a good thing. It's not reliable. Okay, so that is the disadvantage of the absolute XPath expressions. Okay, when I simply change the location of the button on the page, okay, and you can see that absolute XPath expression is changing, because of which my maintenance of the script will increase. The reliability of absolute XPath expression is not good. My automation script is not reliable. That's the disadvantage. So what is the solution? Tell me. You can now tell me the solution then. What is the solution for this? If the absolute XPath expression disadvantage I showed you, right? Then what is the solution for that?
Relative XPath.
Yes, you are right, guys. That is the relative XPath expression is the solution for that. Now we are going to learn that without using selectors hub tool, we are going to use that. Learn that otherwise, okay? Without using selectors hub, we can learn that, okay? Because a lot of people doesn't have access to this selectors hub plugin on real time. In companies, they may not allow, okay? Or some people, and also the main thing is that we have to learn by ourselves. Okay, sometimes selectors hub may generate some kind of relative XPath expression that we don't like. It's not good enough of what our expectations are. If we have to judge such kind of XPath expressions that selectors hub is generating, then we should have the knowledge of creating by ourselves. And also the other problem is tomorrow selectors hub may not be there because of this browser versions, some new technology coming in this browser versions or whatever may be. Okay. The architecture of these browsers may keep changing. Okay. So what happens? This kind of tools or add-ons may not support that. Some add-ons will get deprecated over a period of time. And it may take some time for the founders of such kind of add-ons to bring the add-ons again. I'm not saying the selectors hub will wipe out. It will come again, but it may take some time when the browser versions are going ahead, and some architecture changes happen at the browser level where the browser is architecture is not supporting the selectors hub now, and definitely the developer of the selectors hub have to spend some time in tweaking it a bit so that it supports the latest version of the browser. It may happen. We don't know. So and hence we should not be depending on the tools. Sometimes, let's say there's a calculator, guys. Okay, what's the advantage of the calculator? You calculate the stuff in seconds, right? 5 plus 4, it will immediately give you 9. Big numbers you give, it will immediately give you 9. Let's say on one day at your home, you are not able to find the calculator. Okay, then what you will do, guys? You took the pen and paper and do it manually, right? Somehow you didn't find it, you lost it somewhere. Okay, all this stuff will happen. Similarly, selectors also, though you see the same thing, whatever the mathematics, we are very good with mathematics, but at same time we use calculator. Why? Just to save the time. Okay, and we should not depend on the calculator sometimes, because everywhere you cannot carry the calculator, right? So you may have to do it manually sometimes. You have to calculate on the brain sometimes. Okay, so that's the reason we have to learn relative XPath expressions by yourself, guys. Okay, on the fly you should be able to create. You have to practice like anything, this relative XPath expression. So here is the cheat sheet, you can say. This is not just an example, guys. I created a cheat sheet at all. Okay, lot of things I created. You see, this is not so much simple, right? As you can see, how many examples are there? Okay, so if you can properly practice whatever the examples I am giving here, okay, then you will be able to locate any type of element by yourself, guys. No one can explain relative XPath in this depth. I took a lot of cheat sheets, and from there I created some examples, and for each and example I I demonstrated the relative XPath expressions for practice. Okay, that's what I did, guys. I took a cheat sheet, and from the cheat sheet, whatever I can extract and whatever how many examples I can get, that many examples I created, as you can see on the screen. Okay, these examples I'm going to demonstrate before you right now. Just focus. Okay, and after that, I'll give you the assignments of these applications. I just made a note, right, to try to create XPath expressions. Today assignments will be like this. Okay, go and try to create as many relative XPath expressions by yourself. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Fine. Unlike absolute XPath expressions, relative XPath expressions try to locate element directly. It's not full path, guys. Here in absolute XPath expressions, it's full path. If I copy this, right click on this, but where is the button now? Did I not move to the left side? No, right? So let me go back and do the changes in the background. I'll do the button to the left side and refresh here. Yeah, now it came to the left side again. Right click. If I go with copy absolute XPath expression from here and paste it here, just see here HTML1 body1. It starts from root element HTML until goes on to the required element, right? It's a full path. Absolute XPath expressions are the full path expressions, but relative XPath expressions are not full path, guys. They are direct. For example, if I have to create the relative XPath expression using selector sub, we are not, for now we'll use for example case only. Copy relative XPath. You just see beside this I'll type how the relative XPath expression is there. How the absolute XPath expression. Can you see the difference? It's a full path. Do you see this is a full path? Guys, do you see this is a full path? This is a direct path, shortcut path. Okay, this is a shortcut path generated by selector sub though, but we are going to learn by ourselves how to create such kind of. Okay, it is a direct path, guys. Okay, so direct path. So relative XPath try to locate elements directly using such kind of shortcut paths. Okay, instead of locating the elements from the root, instead of locating the elements from HTML tag onwards, we can directly give the path with that kind of relative XPath expression that we are going to learn that. These are the below examples, guys, for you to become confident and expert. Okay, I'm not saying confident. You will become an expert in relative XPath expressions. Okay, I don't want you make you guys just confident. I want you guys to become expert in these XPath expressions. So these are the expert level sessions. Okay, for learning the XPath expressions at the full level. Okay, fine. I told you, right, I have to take this application, but this application is not working. Some 404 not found is coming. So earlier we created our own application, right? Something, but I don't know whether that is there or not. If not, I'll create again. HTML, it's there, guys. Okay, I'll open this. On this page, we'll practice relative XPath expressions. Okay, so HTML, how to write this HTML code for developing this page, I covered in the previous session. Okay, so the same web page I'm using. Okay, there are 2 paragraphs, just simple web page actually. Okay, so here, one thing you need to understand, guys, absolute XPath expression start with this symbol. Absolute, I'm saying absolute XPath expression start with this symbol. Yes, Renuka, you are right. As you are typing in the chat box, it is single forward slash. Absolute XPath expression start with single forward slash. Yes, now tell me, relative XPath expression start with which symbol? Double forward slash symbol, right? While absolute XPath expression start with single forward slash, relative XPath start with double forward slash. That's one difference. Okay, that's one difference between the absolute and relative XPath expressions. Relative XPath expressions start with double forward slash. Okay, and now if I go here and if I right click somewhere here and select inspect option, and I'll get the Google Chrome DevTools here, and I'll expand all the HTML code here. I'll select one of the HTML code and say Control F here. Sorry, Control F here. Then I'll get this kind of text box filled at the bottom of this Google Chrome DevTools. Now, if I have to type my relative XPath expressions, I have to start with double forward slash. And if I have to locate this HTML tag, what I have to give? Just type HTML. Is the HTML tag got located? Only one element got located with this relative XPath expression. That is HTML. This is a direct XPath. Now, using absolute XPath expression, if I have to locate this head tag, what I have to do? Slash HTML slash head I have to type. But now, in relative XPath expression, do I have to do all this? I don't have to come from the root element directly. Double forward slash head I have to write. Double forward slash head. It will locate the head tag directly. You see how simple it is. I don't have to start from HTML here. Double forward slash head. Then there's something like title here. Under HTML, under head, under title is there. Now here, I want to locate the title with the help of absolute XPath expression, I have to write /HTML /head. Under the head, we have title. So what is the symbol I'm using from going for the parent tag to the child tag in absolute XPath expressions? Type in the chat box. What is symbol that I'm using for moving from parent tag to the child tag? Yes, forward slash is the symbol, right? I'll ask this question so that you will remember all this stuff, guys. Okay. So fine, great, that's correct. But here to locate the title tag, I don't have to start from root element, double forward slash title. It will locate the title tag directly, right? It will locate the title tag directly. And if I want to locate the body tag, I don't have to write /HTML /body. I don't have to write directly, right? Double slash body. It is locating. Now in the body tags, we have two paragraph tags here. If I want to locate this paragraph tags, two paragraph tags, I have to start from HTML in absolute /HTML /body. Under the body, we have P. Right? This absolute XPath expression, we write two paragraphs got located, 1, 2. You see, 1, 2. Both the paragraphs, 1 of 2 or 2 of 2 is coming here. But I want to locate these two paragraphs directly. Full forward slash P. Is it locating both the paragraphs or not? 1, 2. Now tell me, guys. Now this relative XPath expression is locating two paragraphs. I want to locate the first paragraph only. I don't want to locate the second paragraph. What I have to do? Using this? Yes, I have to add what? After the double slash P, I have to provide square brackets. In the square brackets, I would provide what? Number 1. It will locate the first paragraph. 1 of 1. Only one element, the first paragraph. Now, if I want to locate the second paragraph, type in the chat box your answer. If I want to locate the second paragraph only. Yes, P of 2. Double slash P of 2. Square brackets we use. Okay. So the knowledge of absolute XPath expressions is useful for you in understanding relative XPath expressions or not? Tell me, guys, yes or no? Whatever the knowledge you gain in absolute XPath expressions is coming to use in relative XPath expressions or not? Yes, right? That's what is important. Okay. Great. Yes. Now, the next thing is, earlier I used this kind of absolute XPath expression where /HTML slash body slash P, and in the square bracket, I would like to locate a paragraph who is having the ID as para1. So what is the symbol I have to use before the attribute name in XPath expressions? Tell in the chat box you type what is the symbol that we have to use or specify before the attributes that I would like to specify inside the square brackets. Yes, @ is the right answer. @ symbol we have to use. Right, everyone, you are right. Okay. @ symbol I have to use and followed by ID. Whatever the attribute name you are providing here, before that you have to provide @ symbol is equal to. Here I have to provide single quotes or double quotes. After is equal to, I have to provide single quotes or double quotes. Everyone type in the chat box. Yes, single quotes only I have to use. Single quotes. Don't use double quotes. Single quotes. In single quote, I'll write the value that is para1. Close a single quote. Close a square bracket. What happens? This is an absolute XPath expression for locating the paragraph with the help of its ID. Because this is the only paragraph who is having the ID as para1. Now, what about a relative XPath expression? You don't have to start from beginning. Double slash P. Same thing, guys. Double slash P. Directly will go to the P tag. And here the square bracket will specify @ ID is equal to para1. Does it make sense? Guys, is it clear? In relative XPath expression, we don't have to start from HTML. Double slash P directly. We'll come to the paragraph tag. And beside the paragraph tag, if you have to specify the ID and using the ID, if you want to locate that paragraph, @ID is equal to para1. Same concepts. @ symbol is the some symbol that you have to remember here. Okay. Now, if I want to locate the paragraph which is having the class as sub. Now tell me, guys, type in the chat box to locate the paragraph which is having the class attribute value as sub. Type in the chat box your answer. Double slash P, square bracket, @ class is equal to sub. I'm not saying para2. Using class attribute, I'm saying. Okay, Srilata, you are using ID. I was asking using class. Double slash P, @ class is equal to sub. That's the correct answer. Okay. Double slash P, @ class is equal to sub. right? Great. So like this, we have to write, guys. Okay. Now, last item, guys. Last item, I'll tell you. So here, I would like to locate this paragraph not only with the help of ID, but also with the help of class. Both conditions should match. So in absolute, I have written like this slash HTML slash body slash p at the rate ID is equal to para1 square bracket again at the rate class is equal to sub. This was the absolute XPath expression we created yesterday. Sorry, class is equal to main, right? Both the conditions should match. ID should be para1 and the class should be main for that paragraph tag. Then only it will be located. But now I don't have to start from the root element double slash p. I will start directly to go to the p tag. In the p tag should have the ID as para1 and also class should be main. If both the conditions are matched, then only the element will be located. What if I provide sub here? Will it locate any element? No, because there is no paragraph having the ID as para1 at same time having the class as sub. ID para1, but class is main, it's not sub, so it's not locating. Here, ID para2 is there, so it's not matching with para1, but class is sub is matching, but one of the thing is not matching, so it's not locating. So it needs a paragraph which is having the ID as para1 and class as sub, then only it will locate. Here in this case, none of the paragraphs are matching this criteria with both the conditions should match. So here I have to change it to para2, then it will locate the second paragraph. Or if it is para1 and still I have to locate, I have to change the class to main. Okay, both the cases. Okay. You can have any number of conditions. After the tag name, you can write any number of square brackets, not just two, guys. If you have 10 attributes, you can write 10 square brackets and provide at the rate attribute 1 is equal to value, at the rate attribute 2 is equal to value, at the rate attribute 3 is equal to value. There is no limit for that. Okay. So what is the advantage, guys, of providing this many attributes? Only one will be enough in this case, right? Double slash p ID is equal para1 is enough. Sometimes you may have to create more attributes to build confidence of this particular XPath in locating the elements. Okay, there may be some situations where you may have to write multiple attributes like this, multiple conditions to locate the element. Okay, uniquely. So there is a possibility. Okay, so to make the XPath expression stronger in locating the elements and filter as many elements as possible, we may have to give more conditions here. Okay, that will come across in real time anyhow. So everyone clear with this relative XPath expressions, basics of relative XPath expressions with these examples are clear? Just type C in the chat box if everyone is clear. Great. Great, guys.
Arun,
Yeah,
I have a question.
please
Uh,
ask.
if there is a requirement to find the web element for the text box and the login field combinedly, so
Yeah,
in that case, we can use this customized XPath like
yes,
ID and
yes.
by
Yes,
using
we
a
can use
class.
customize XPath. That examples will
Uh-huh.
come here in more examples. Okay, I'll teach you how. Okay. Understood. For example,
Okay.
your question is simple. I'll just clarify your question. For example, here, let's say
Mhm.
this text area field and this text box field both at the same time you want to locate. For this text area
Yeah,
field, there
yeah.
is one XPath. For this text box field, there's another
Mhm.
XPath. Now, but using a
Mhm.
single XPath, you want to locate this text area and text box field together, right? That's the question, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'll give you that example. Okay, coming
yeah.
examples. Just wait for some time. I'll teach you that. Okay. And guys, I would like to share something here. Uh, See, one of our student like yeah, Azim. Very thank you, Azim. Would like to definitely take time out, and he has created a poster for me, and given some, like marketing material for me, and logo for me, and all those stuff. So he liked my sessions and all. I would like to take some time to appreciate him and for the love and support he's showing me. So thank you, Azim. I just want to do that before everyone. So thank you for that. Good work, Azim. Good work. Very good work. And that's very good that you love my sessions and coming forward and doing that stuff for me is a very good thing. Okay. So thank you guys. This gives me a lot of motivation and to do a lot of stuff for you. Definitely, makes me feel happy that you guys are enjoying my sessions. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Especially thank you, Azim, for that. Okay. Very good work, Azim. And let's guys go on to the next part. Okay. So yeah, welcome. Thank you. Let's use selector sub, guys. So we don't have to use selector sub, but I just want to show you how you can use selector sub for knowledge purpose only. Okay. I want to show you how to use selector sub for knowledge purpose. Okay. So here I'll come here and just right click on this button, whatever the button here it is. Use selector sub and say copy relative XPath. Instead of ABS means absolute. Here relative XPath. Okay. Paste it. Now, can you do this without selector sub? Can I generate the relative XPath for this button without selector sub? Right click, inspect this. Yes, we can do that. Okay. Just right click this HTML code of this button too. Right click on this and you will get this copy options here. Here you see copy full XPath. You will get the full absolute XPath. Even though you don't have selector sub tool, no one can stop you from using the Google Chrome DevTools, right? Now you see, I'm able to generate the absolute XPath expression for that button that you have done the same thing with the selector sub, right? Here, right click on the HTML code, copy. These options will come by default in your browser. And is there any normal XPath is there? You see, copy XPath. This is a relative XPath. You see, you also got the relative XPath. Okay. There is no need to install any add-on like selector sub to do get this. Even Google Chrome DevTools have this. Okay. Even Google Chrome DevTools also have this kind of facility where you can copy the absolute XPath expressions and relative XPath expression. But when I compare, if I take more examples and compare whatever the selector sub is generating, whatever the Google Chrome DevTools is generating, selector sub is way better. Okay. Even though there is a default options in Google Chrome DevTools to generate such kind of absolute and relative XPath expressions, but which one, whose generated XPath expressions are better? Selector sub one. Type in the chat box, guys. Selector sub generated absolute and relative XPath expressions are better than whatever that the normal Google Chrome DevTools. Sometimes it's better, but not the best, I can say. They are developing it in such a way that they will improve it. Okay, they are developing in such a way that they are improving it. Okay, selector sub is evolving day by day, going to the next levels anyhow. Okay, but definitely worth. Okay, but we should have the knowledge of our own, whatever the tools we have and all. There are many tools, guys. Okay, I did a lot of R&D on these tools. I'll show you the list of tools that you can use in the market for generating this kind of absolute and relative XPath expressions. Many websites are also there. Okay, you can go to some websites and you can also do that. Okay, so here somewhere I did that. Just give me a second. I'll show you. Some locators topic will be there. I'll show you in my YouTube channel somewhere here. Just give me a second, guys. The work I have done. So yeah, if you're interested in this selector sub, if you want to learn some new concepts like if you want to learn some new concepts like some what is this shadow element and all, this is very good, guys. Okay, you can go with this. Okay, so some things are some kind of advanced topic, nested shadow elements like that. Many things are there. Okay, so you just learn this, guys, whenever you are in free time. It's an optional assignment. Selector sub is an optional assignment for you guys. Okay, it's not compulsory, but optional assignment if you're interested to learn at the next level to use a selector sub. Okay, optional assignment. This is optional assignment. If you are interested, you do that. If you want to learn more, you do that. Okay. Then what else is there? I'll show you one more thing. Give me a second. Yeah, here. Firebug and Firepath alternatives. Can you see that? Earlier, there used to be some tools like Firebug and Firepath. They got deprecated, guys. Okay. Firebug and Firepath got what? Deprecated. In the right click options, are you which browser you are using, Anil? Which browser are you using? Is that Chrome browser?
Mozilla.
Huh?
Mozilla.
No. Use Chrome. I was
Okay.
demonstrating on Chrome. Okay, where you are getting that options. Okay.
Okay.
So inspect this, and somewhere here you'll get the HTML code. Right click and then say copy in the Chrome browser, and you'll get full XPath and XPath. Okay, because different browsers matters. Okay, there will be different features. Okay, so anyhow, this is also an optional assignment for you guys. Okay, if you want to really want to explore different tools and tools we have for locating the elements. You see Firebug and Firepath alternatives. Firebug got deprecated long back and got discontinued. If you want to know the story, if you want to go to the history and why it got deprecated and how it got deprecated, you can learn from there. Okay, and Firebug and Firepath alternate list of alternatives I provided. There came CrowPath. Okay, the advanced version of CrowPath is Selectors Hub now. Okay, so CrowPath came later. CrowPath for different browsers. Then DevTools. Just now I showed you the DevTools, right? Like that, there is some plugin like DevTools Highlighter. Try XPath kind of add-on is there. Default Chrome DevTools, whatever I showed you just now, right? Default Chrome DevTools, we can do that. XPath Finder is there, another add-on. XPath Helper is there. Relative XPath Helper, MRI, TruePath for Chrome, TruePath for Firefox. TruePath is add-on here. Runner X Celocity, default Firefox DevTools, how to use the default Firefox DevTools. Chrome console, from Chrome console, how to do that. CrowPath, okay. CrowPath got removed. Use selector sub, check comment section, okay. Now you see selector sub, okay. So Firebug alternatives in that now selector sub is the latest one, okay. How to create it manually, okay. How to create manually. This is an additional, as an optional assignment I'll give you. This is not compulsory assignment, guys. If you want to increase your knowledge in this direction, it's an optional assignment, okay. If you have time, do it. Otherwise, don't do it, okay. If you have time, go with these optional assignments, but these are mandatory assignments, okay. So fine, that's great. Then let's move on. I showed you how to use selector sub for generating the relative XPath expressions. Okay, so just right click here. Very simple way is to right click and say selector sub and say copy relative XPath and then paste it somewhere here. Okay, you'll get the relative XPath expression. And there's another way, guys. Right click inspect. When you right click inspect this, you will get this elements tab selected. And under the elements tab, there are some subtabs. What are the different subtabs you see under elements tab? Type in the chat box. You see, when I right click inspect under the elements tab, HTML code of this text area field got highlighted. Now, under elements tab, what are the subtabs you see here? Just type the subtabs that you see there. Yes, styles. Then we have computed. Then we have layout. Then we have event listeners. Then we have accessibility. These are some subtabs of the elements tab. When you select the elements tab, under that you are getting some subtabs, right? Under these subtabs, do you see selector sub anywhere? Guys, do you see selector sub anywhere? At this moment, you don't see, right? But I am saying that it is there. But you are not able to see it. How to see it, guys? Tell me. Yes, there is an option, double arrow option. Can you everyone see it? More tabs option here, double arrow, more tabs option. Yes, when you click on that, you'll get selector sub. Select that. Now selector sub will come here. The advantage is that after getting this, you select this, click here, this option you select. Click to expand selectors block to see all generated selectors. Then a complete list will come. Just drag it up so that you will get the complete list, guys. Okay, you will get the complete list. Relative CSS, relative XPath, index XPath, test trigger path, jQuery, JS path, ID, and all those stuff we will get. Okay. Yeah, you're getting everything. And is there any way to reduce the size of this? I saw it somewhere earlier, but not now. Control minus, I'll try. Yeah, now it's good. I just use control minus keyboard key, guys. Okay, then I can see everything. You see, this is how the look will be there. Okay. You see, it is generating all the variety of, for example, if I inspect this drop-down field, you see here, it has generated all the different ID it generated, name it generated, then class name it generated, then link, it's not a hyperlink, so link text has not come. Only applicable locators have come here. Then, after class name, link text is not there. So we have relative XPath, relative CSS. We have tag name also. For Selenium, we have by.tag name command. For that, what to use. Okay. Like that, all the variety of all the possible locators. Okay. Out of all these things, which one you will choose, guys? If selector sub is suggesting this many number of locators for this single drop-down field, which one you are going to choose out of this suggested locators? Now tell me. Yes, Rilata, you are right. ID. We have to choose ID, guys, not relative XPath. Don't choose relative. ID. Priorities. Remember the priority of locators. ID first priority. If ID is not there, you have to go for name. If name is not there, you have to go for class name. Class name is not there, you have to go for link text. Then if link text is not there, you have to go for either XPath or CSS. I go with XPath. Okay. It depends on some companies also where they use CSS as high priority or XPath also. Okay, that's okay. Okay. So we have to go with ID, guys. If ID is unique, and also how can you find that in the selectors hub? How can you find that this particular locators are unique locators? You see beside the ID, can you see a number here, guys? Beside this ID, can you see a number here? What is the number? 1. 1 means using this locator, only one element is getting located. Using this locator, only one element is getting located. Okay. For example, here for tag name, there are 2. For tag name, what is coming? 2. That means, is this tag name locator unique? Can I use this or I have to ignore it? I should ignore it, right? I should not use it because here 2 elements are getting located with the help of this tag name. So whenever even I get the ID right, sometimes ID also will be duplicated because of the ignorance of the developers. So I should not be taking ID in that case. Okay. So it depends. So like that, guys, but selector sub is some kind of useful tool, guys, and it has lot more features behind that, lot more features behind whatever I covered today. Okay, maybe I'll try to demonstrate something for you in the coming days, but let's see. Okay, what we can do. Okay, that's all about the selector sub add-on for now. Okay, that's all about the selector sub add-on for now. Okay. So now I'm going to show you the advantage of using relative XPath expression, guys. Okay, so now the button is on this side, left side. I'm right clicking here, selecting selector sub, copy relative XPath. Here also you're getting shortcut, also you're getting a lot of options. And doesn't mean that you have to go to the Chrome Dev Tools. Here also you're getting ID, name, everything you are getting, right? Copy relative XPath, and here I'll go to the previous, when the button is on the left side. When the button is on the left side, how the relative XPath expression looks, let's see. Left side of the page. It's like this. Now I'll move the button to the right side of the page and let's see how the relative XPath expression will be. After moving the button to the right side of the page, I'll go to the, as a developer, I'll move the button to the right side of the page and I'll just save this like this. And now I'll go here and refresh here. Now the button is no more on the left side of the page. It's on the right side of the page. Now right click on this button, selector sub and say copy relative XPath and come back here and paste it. Do you see any difference? Just for small change I have done on the UI. Is there any difference between this relative XPath expression when the button was on the left side of the page and the button was on the right side of the page? Do you think relative XPath expressions are reliable when compared to the absolute XPath expressions? Yes, relative XPath expression. I don't have to maintain the script every time. When the small changes happen on the UI, relative XPath expressions are like same. They are reliable. They are not changing much. So I prefer relative XPath expression. That's why we use relative XPath expressions in real time, because of their reliability. For simple small changes, they are not going to change. For simple small changes, they are not going to change. Okay, that's why we prefer relative XPath expression. Though we learn absolute XPath expressions for learning purpose, but in real time, we are going to use only the relative XPath expression. This is the advantage of the using the relative XPath expressions, guys, over the absolute XPath expressions. And we have more examples to come up that we are going to see tomorrow. Okay, the more examples of working with XPath we are going to see tomorrow, guys. So lot of checklist is there. Very big checklist I created for you, and we are going to practice that. Okay. So fine. Today, do one thing. Practice this basic stuff and try to use selectors hub for auto generating the XPath expressions here and there. Okay, fine. Try otherwise. Try it. Okay, or use selectors hub. Don't use selectors hub. Okay, two ways you do it. Okay, and try your level best in locating the elements with the help of relative XPath expressions. I'll give you this as assignments here. Okay, take these applications and try to create relative XPath expressions by yourself. And if you are not able to create, generate with help of selector sub and compare your results. Okay. And these are the optional assignments. If you want to do, you can do. Otherwise, you don't have to do. Okay. And one more thing, guys. This weekend we have this webinar coming up. So how to prepare for software testing interviews and all. So I want to announce with all the students. So I'm just announcing it here. So sorry, not weekend, guys. Today itself. Sorry, just on the flow. I just said that today evening. Okay, 8 p.m. IST. Today evening, 8 p.m. IST, guys. If anyone is interested, already Azim has already created a poster for me. I'll try to use it. Okay. So this is a poster he has created, as you can see, free live webinar on interview preparation on software testing. Okay, so I'm going to give some tips, tricks, and how to prepare and all those stuff. Okay, so maybe I'll try to ideate some other best things that you guys can cope up and get benefited out of the interview side. What you have to do, what efforts you have to do to make the things easier that I'm going to show you here. Okay, so fine. I would like to talk more about the interviews today. Okay, in this webinar. So don't miss it, guys. Today at 8 p.m. IST. Today at 8 p.m. IST, where it is mentioned 8 p.m. Yeah, Tuesday. Today, Tuesday at 8 p.m. IST. And the link, yeah, you will find in the Telegram group, guys. Javid will post or I will post just 15 minutes before 8 p.m. IST. So keep checking our Telegram group here. Where is the Telegram group? Here is the Telegram group. Yeah, here in the Telegram group, we are going to post that. Okay. So if you are attending, just select yes here, and also we'll be posting the link to attend the session today. Okay. Fine, guys. Any questions, any doubts from today's session? Or anyone new to this batch, type me in the chat box. Anyone has attended this session just for the first day? If it is your first day, just type me in the chat box. Yesterday, a few people have joined and I talked to them. So how the things are going for the yesterday talk people? Yesterday, 3 people I talked. Are things going well? Are you able to go through the recordings?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Any problems you face, you can ask me doubts here. I will be there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. So guys, any other questions or doubts from today's session? Any doubts or questions from today's session? So today's session. Yeah, I'll be there for some time. You can ask me still if you have any doubts. Okay. Yeah, welcome Rajkumar. Thanks for attending today's session. Welcome Renuka. Okay, thank you Srilata. Thank you Sangeeta. Thank you Balu for attending. Thank you Punita. Thank you Abdul. Thank you Mahesh. See you.
Hi, Tanmay here.
Yeah, Tanmay, ask me the question. Yeah, you have any question?
I miss a few classes in the last complete last week and weekend. So,
Okay.
what we cover till date? It's all available in that chat, right? In Telegram group.
Yeah, it will be there in the 1 minute. I'll show you. Since you're asking me and all, I'll show you. So here last week you were saying, right? Yesterday you attended, or yesterday also you missed?
No. From last week, I miss. Last time
Yesterday
I
also?
attended that multiple window handle concept and
Okay, after open multiple windows, huh?
yeah.
On weekends you didn't attend? Weekends?
No, I think I attend on Monday, or I not remember exactly, but I miss 5 to 6 class, I think,
Okay,
due
okay.
to some I need to go in office now, so I need to leave early and all things like that.
Okay, okay, okay. From Monday means it's 26, right?
Yeah, I have 26 side.
I think you have missed from here. You can go to this batch 1 QFox and here you have 26, okay? So on 26th, I covered scale element reference exception or tag name related stuff, I guess, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, use find elements tag name, okay? These two things I covered on 26th on Monday, okay? Then after that, on Tuesday, I covered you can see the assignments and we can decide, okay? So,
Yes,
scale
yes.
element reference exception I covered, okay? How to resolve the scale element exception,
Okay.
okay? And then we started on that particular 27, we started switching to a new window, okay? How to switch to a new window and all those stuff. And then on 28, different ways of handling the
Yeah,
windows. Window handling, I covered a lot, okay? Window
yeah.
handling, I
Okay.
gave a lot of examples and a lot of varieties, okay? So yeah, reusable method for switching to windows. Mostly it's all about window handling. So you started from absolute XPath expressions?
Yes, today. No. I
Yesterday
just
also you
joined.
didn't.
Yeah.
Yesterday
Today
you were
also I
not there.
joined it. Yes.
So for now you do one thing before you go back to that, right? First you cover yesterday's session first. Okay, that's a plan for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So because yesterday I covered absolute XPath expressions. Okay. So today's
Okay.
session again you repeat once and then go back to the 26 and come down. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
That will be the better plan for you.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Komal. Thank you, Sirisha. Thank you, Kumari. Thanks for attending. Okay. Session not created exception you are getting, Shashank.
Yes, sir.
Session not created exception will come when there is a incompatibility between the browsers and all those stuff. Try to change the version you are using in Selenium.
Sir, I changed but
And
it
updated
doesn't.
the browser also, browser version also.
Yes, sir. The browser version is 122, and the Chrome driver version it says 114. And I try to update it, but it says no driver exception after that.
Okay. Let me see. What is that exception you got? No such session exception. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Facing one session not created exceptions. Session not created exception. Yeah, this is the video you just try to follow.
Okay.
Okay, and see if you are unable to. Okay, do it. Then I can help you out. Okay.
Okay, sir. By using the Firefox, it is there is no problem, I think.
Okay, with Chrome only it's coming.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, don't worry for a while. Then keep using the Firefox for a while because the reason may be recently something happened. Chrome. What is that Chrome problem? Let me see. Yeah, this kind of problem. Some people will get that exception. Okay. Can you go to the previous version and try Selenium? Did you
Yes,
try
sir.
that?
How to do that?
Just
How
go to the
to do
pom.xml file and go to the previous version of Selenium.
Okay, sir.
Can you try and
I will
let me know? I'll be there in the call. Just yeah, element intercepted exception. I'll cover that. I'll cover all type of exceptions, Vishwa. So it happens when something comes in between. Okay, you're trying to click on some submit button, but some other thing is coming and stopping you from doing that click. Okay, then you will get element intercepted exceptions. Okay, so I'll add this. I'll cover the different type of exceptions for you. Different
Some
types.
add is coming in between. I think,
Yeah, maybe that's the reason it is happening. So you have to get rid of the ad. If some ad comes, what to do? You have to put that in try catch block. Sometimes ad will come, sometimes ad will not come. So do one thing, Vishwa. Can you this one, right? We'll try to solve on the weekends. What do you say?
Yeah.
That's a good thing, right? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a challenge, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll try to take this. I'll just copy paste this, copy and save this. And on the weekends, whenever we are taking and doing some challenges, right? I'll just try to do this. Okay. So other people also will learn how to deal with this. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Thank you, Azim. Yeah, Azim is saying all the real-time working persons in this session are contributing something by sharing their real-time work knowledge and words terminology and all. I'm new to software testing, so wanted to contribute something from my end. I'm strong in this posters and marketing as I did digital marketing. A small contribution from my end, and it's nothing compared to your sessions and knowledge you are sharing. Once again, thank you, Arun, for the session. Definitely, Azim, thanks for coming forward, and would like to talk to you. Okay. In offline, I would like to talk to you because you're already into that, right? I need your help. Okay. So we'll discuss something. I also have done some digital marketing courses and all, but I don't implement much. But I need your help, Azim. Are you ready to help me? Thank you, Azim. Okay. I'll be in touch with you. Okay. Maybe in some time, I'll just ping you and we can connect and talk much. Okay. Talk on something, what to do and all. Your efforts will definitely help me out. Thank you, Azim. Yeah, so try downgrading the version and is it working? Can you confirm?
Sir, I will try.
Okay, just try it and let me know. Okay, then
Okay.
whether you are able to overcome that exception. I'll be there for some time. Can you try now or you want to try it later?
Sir, I will try later.
Okay, sure. But let us know. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Whether it is resolved or not tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Okay, today's notes, same notes. And I don't have any practical code here, but I'll give you the assignments today. I will give you the assignments today, guys. The assignments are all about these things. Okay. So create assignment one. Assignment one. Okay. Create relative XPath expressions for different web elements that you see on this website, umaya.blogspot.com. The assignment two is what's that? This one. Create relative XPath expressions for different web elements that you see on this website. Okay, practice page website. Okay, I'll give more assignments, guys, for this. Tomorrow I'll come up with some real website assignments. That is create for this Amazon.in. Amazon. Some real application also will take. Okay, we have to create relative XPath expressions for different elements on Amazon.in. Okay, that is another assignment I'll give you. Tomorrow I'll give that, not today. Today this much is good. So assignments are completed. Optional assignments. Optional assignment one. What is that? Optional assignment. watch this list. Watch selectors tutorial here. Okay, this optional assignment. If you have time, you do it. Otherwise, you don't have to. Then optional assignment 2, I'll give. Optional assignment 2 is this one. That is different plugins / add-ons for generating XPath and CSS selectors, locators. Okay, that's it. These are optional assignments, and I just need to upload the recording for today. That I'll do that in some time. Okay, fine. Any other questions or doubts, guys? Guys, anyone have any other questions or doubts? You can ask me. Okay, fine, guys. That's all for today. Let's meet in today's webinar at 8 p.m. AST. Okay, today at 8 p.m. AST, we have a webinar on interview preparation and all. Let's meet there, guys. Okay, so thank you, everyone. See you in the webinar. Bye.